Today in the news, AMD's marketing spins are out of control, Raptor Lake got reviewed, and Rockstar got infiltrated. What's up guys, I'm Snows, and this is your boot sequence. Let's get started with Rockstar. Over the weekend, some footage of the next game in the franchise leaked. I'm gonna try to alter it as much as I can to show you, but yeah, GTA 6 is real, or at least the leak is. Rockstar did confirm that their system suffered a network intrusion where confidential info was downloaded. The footage that's been shared online seems to be like super early dev footage. Thankfully though, Rockstar is not going to stop working on the game, so there's that. Have you seen some of the footage yourself? If you did, let me know if anything caught your eye. Then you got AMD in the news. Just one day before the Nvidia event, the Red Team wants you to remember that their RDNA architecture is more efficient than Nvidia's. They just updated their Radeon GPU chart and they claim up to 90% more performance per dollar, which in all honesty is total bullshit. So here you can see the GPU models, price, average FPS, total board power, and their conclusion. The testing here was done using 20 different games at 4K, 1440p, and 1080p at max settings, and across 12 games at 1080p medium. So that's at least 72 data points. That's good because AMD or Nvidia's architecture might perform better at a given resolution. The pricing was also sourced through Newegg directly. And if we look at the data, it's true that AMD has a great efficiency advantage over Nvidia in a lot of cases. But wow, is this the most desperate attempt at making a competitor look bad? Look here specifically. AMD is comparing the 6500 XT to the 1650, which, okay, it makes sense. But then they're comparing the RX 6400 to the 1050 Ti, a 6-year-old GPU. And this comparison here is where they're drawing up the up to 90% more performance per dollar. Look at the prices. The 1050 Ti is more expensive than the 1650. Why? Because they don't make it anymore. That's why you'll find these kinds of prices on Newegg. And if they compared it to the 1650 again here, which is less expensive apparently than a 1050 Ti, at that point the 90% would be just gone for the FPS per dollar, and the same thing for the FPS per watt. And that's not it. Look up here at their second biggest marketing number, the RX 6600 versus the RTX 3050. I mean, they were very comfortable bringing back the 1050 Ti, the 10 series, for the comparison with the 6400, but not comfortable at all bringing the 2060 for the comparison with the 6600. I mean, look, it's still sold on Newegg, and it's only $10 more expensive than the 6600, so that 72% more FPS per dollar is gone, and in terms of FPS, they either trade blows or the 2060 usually trails right behind, so that 37% FPS per watt is also gone. I mean, personally, I really like those kinds of charts for comparison so that I could make an informed decision or inform you guys a little bit better without having to do all of the calculations myself. But these weird comparisons just to have big numbers feels dumb. Like, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. Moving on to some Intel news, the 13900K has been reviewed again. Seriously, we're getting a review of that chip every like 2 weeks. Now, in the past, the chip reviewed was an engineering sample or an early sample. In this case, it looks like it's a full-fledged retail model. This CPU is kind of a beast, and not just in power consumption. According to the review made by ECMS, in the gaming-oriented portion of the review, the 13900K was anywhere from as low as 3% faster than the 12900K and all the way up to 13% faster. Though most of the time it was in single-digit improvements. It might simply be that his platform was GPU limited, that we won't know until other reviewers show their results. By the way, at full load, the 13900K has a PL2, the power limit, of 253 watts, so about 11 watts more than the 12900K. On the AMD side, rumors are saying that we're looking at 210 to 230 watts, so there isn't a huge difference like there was last gen between AMD and Intel. But really, no one should buy a 13900K or a 7950X for gaming only. What about the multi-threaded performance? Well, thanks to the extra 8 E-cores on the high-end model, the 13900K should be about 40% faster than its predecessor. But personally, even if Intel drops an equal or better CPU, it's gonna be hard for me to switch from AMD. AMD's platform longevity and the openness of their platform is just such a big factor in my purchasing decision, and with the next gen motherboards being more expensive than ever before, it only solidifies my decision making. Unless Intel offers a similar pricing situation to the 12th gen. I mean, those CPUs were a deal and a half when they came out. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Drop a like if you liked it, a comment if you want to talk about today's stories. As usual, you can click right here to see the latest video, right here to subscribe to the channel. Stay frosty, my dudes, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.